Miss Banks. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Okay. Today, the purpose of me is to review your action steps and discuss the purpose and functions of the work evaluating skills process, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to be asking you a few questions. Okay, is that fine with you? All right. One of the steps we identified is to attend orientation for the job you get. If I understand correctly, this would represent a change in the way you have recently related. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
It has made a big change for me.
Making changes usually requires some preparation and planning, okay?
Okay.
Just so you know. How do you feel about going into orientation?
Going into orientation, I would say it would be a big help because for one, I know I learn about my job duties that I need to do as far as before I start my job.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like I probably will meet new people for the most part that can actually work with me. We can work as a team and try to collaborate in doing a better job together. And I know it's a long process, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes,
for
it is.
orientation. So yeah,
Okay.
and I'm kind of eager, excited to learn that.
What's good to know? I'm glad you're eager. Do you know what the orientation consists of?
I don't.
Okay, it consists of background check,
hmm
just to make sure you're not really a felon, because jobs really don't accept felons like that today. Make sure you don't have a really bad charge where they cannot definitely hire you at all. You have drug testing. They test you for all sorts of drugs, just in case you might have them in your system or not. And actually, you do drug testing in between when you do have the job every couple months, just so you know. And do discuss their policies and procedures of their workplace if they're working at the agency. Just like I talked about my policies and procedures with you at this workplace.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, we identify is get approved for housing. If I understand correctly, you have been taking necessary steps to complete this task. Is that right?
Yes. I actually go next Friday to complete the rest of my paperwork for housing.
Okay, that is great to hear. Okay. By completing the second action step, you will have made progress. This will show that you're able to complete all your goals. Just what I mean by that is basically hearing you sit there and say that you're about to complete the rest of your work to pretty much get your home is saying that you're on the ball, you're on the move, you're motivated. Okay. All right. How does it feel to be making progress in this action step?
It feels great, but a little stressful at times. But I feel like if I'm doing what I got to do, as far as continuing with getting my job and everything like that, I feel like it'll go better.
Okay. The third step we talked about was actually putting money into your savings account and actually reaching that amount. Has this been a big help for you financially?
Yes, it has because I'm able to save more, especially with me making more than just that $40 a week or whatever the case may be.
Okay, that's good to hear. The last action that we identified is attending classes, studying, and completing your work. During the lesson, you specify how important education was to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you satisfied about the decisions you have made so far?
I am because I'm going back to get my GED and I want this to not be an accomplishment for only myself, but for my kids also. I want them to be proud of me for having a equivalent to my GED, but I also want them to continue their education and not drop out like I did.
Okay.
Because that education will get you a long ways. I don't want them to work at those little rinky dink places or anything like that or doing what I had to do in order to get to this point. I want them to be okay.
Okay. Right now, we're going to review your action stuff, okay?
Okay.
Last time we talked about your employment, you agreed to find a job between 1 to 3 month period. How did that work out for you?
It actually went well. I got a job at a prison, making $16 an hour, and I'm really liking it right now.
That is really good to hear. You found a job that pays that much money. It's gonna be really helpful.
Yeah.
And the last thing we talked about your housing, you agreed to find a home with affordable rent by 6 to 8 month period. You told me earlier about going next Friday to complete the paperwork for your house that you want. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And by you saying that, you're making great progress. Just so you know, okay.
Thank you.
Also, during the last meeting, we talked about your financial situation. You agreed to open up a savings account and put like at least $50 to $100 every pay period for 5 to 6 months. Will you continue to do so?
Yes.
Do you find it helpful to your financial situation?
I do because, like I was saying earlier, it's better than what that $40 a week that I get, and that I'm making 16 an hour. I'm actually able to save up more money and have some for my kids when they need it for groceries, anything like that, my bills. Like it's very helpful. And
Okay.
after I give them what they need and pay my bills and everything, I still have a few dollars left over in case I want to do something.
Okay. The last thing we talked about was your education. You're going to go back to school and obtain your GED, and this is we agreed to like a 1 to 2 year period. Are you determined to finish this action step?
I am very determined.
Okay, from a scale of 1 to 10, what is your determination level on? Do you think?
Determination level for me would be probably a 10 because this is something that I really want. Like,
Okay,
I really do.
I'm glad your determination level is up high. Okay. I know it's about time we reach agreement stuff to address one of the issues that you've been on your phone. Do you mind refraining from using your phone?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was just trying to make sure everything was okay.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. You're fine. Thank you though. But right now we're about to go over your evaluation, basically your progress. I'm just trying to tell you where you're at right now, pretty
Okay.
much. When it comes to economics, which is money,
Mm-hmm.
you pretty much started a goal because you have found a job, which is your employment, which you have completed that goal by finding a job. When it comes to your housing, you're in the process of completing this goal because just like you told me, next Friday you'll be going to complete your paperwork for your housing. And when you do that, then you'll be absolutely completed with that goal when it comes to housing.
Okay.
Now when you get education, as you already know, it depends on the individual how long it takes for you to get your GED, but you're in the process of completing that goal.
Okay.
Just to let you know where you're at. Okay. I want to give you some background information on how all your goals are important. Getting your GED connect to getting a good job, which you have already done with the program for unemployed mothers, which you find a job at the person making $16 an hour, which I think that's very good and that will really help you and your family. Also, by you having a job, more money will be coming into the household. By having more money and saving, you can be able to afford a home, which you'll be doing next Friday.
Yep.
So all is kind of connected in a way, so that's good.
Yeah, it's just I feel overwhelmed with everything that I have to do.
Okay. I'm not did I like to consider for you. I like to suggest that you and I take one step at a time.
Okay.
I know it seems overwhelming, but with you and me working on these goals, it will be successful. Just so you know, okay? I remember you telling me that the heat is not reaching into the home, the household.
Yeah.
You also told me that the household has taken no action to correct the situation. Can you tell me in detail the problems with the heating?
Well, the heat just completely stopped working about a month ago. My husband went to go check it out, but he couldn't figure out what the problem was. So it was making weird sounds, and we smelled smoke burning before it stopped working.
Okay, I would like to call your house owner. Do you have his number?
Yes, it's 804 231 5769.
Okay. I will contact him at my earliest convenience as possible, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
Okay, right here now with me, your eyes seem to be drifting off.
Yeah.
Is there something that's on your mind that you'd like to tell me?
I'm just really worried about my family and their well-being. I hate to see my family go through something like this.
And that is natural to feel this way with the situation that you have going on. That's why we decided on the goals we did to get you through this rough time. Okay?
Like, I just feel like I'm a wreck. I can't sleep, eat, I can't concentrate. I know my head is really messed up. I've just been kind of crazy.
Okay, you feel awful, you're anxious and depressed, you have lots of issues. I wonder though, might this feelings be an understandable reaction to the recent changes in your life? When even the best adjusted person files sorts to have some difficulty sleeping with the situation that you're dealing with. Just let you know, okay?
Okay.
Right now we're at the point of out of endings right now. Basically, this is the gap formation. Basically, we're just gonna go over your goals and stuff,
Okay.
and we're just gonna go by letter at a time. Right now we're on G, which is your goals, which find another stable job by December 15th is one of them, right? Find a stable home with affordable rent by July 20th, 2016.
Yeah.
Then we have an opening. You have to open a savings account and put in $50 to $20 every pay period, and then go back to school to obtain a GED. Then we on A. During today's meeting, we were trying to reach an agreement on one of the issues, and I marked down that your eyes was drifting into another world pretty much. Because I have to mark down the stuff. This is really important documentation. I talked about how you really expressed your feelings about everything that was going on. I said you did feel overwhelmed by everything and I told you that it was natural situations that would happen to you pretty much. And the plan is based off a session today. The previous established goals remain in effect. An additional plan would be to see a counselor. Do you agree with the statement?
Yeah. I feel like it's a great plan.
Okay. I've been thinking about the work we've done together during this last couple of weeks. We cut a lot of ground that you have made changes in your feelings and your emotions and the way you think about things and how you approach others in the world. You have also made changes in your situation. As you think back over all that we've done, what strikes you as especially significant or meaningful?
I think we've mapped out the goals that we've done together. As far as the action steps that really helped me accomplish things I would have not have had if I hadn't taken the time to meet this.
Okay. Because look back on our work together, one of the things that stands out for me is when you realize you had to make a change in your life to better provide for your family. And I'm really proud of the progress you have made so far.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's now take a final look at where we stand in regards to progress toward the goals we identified. One of our major goals was to go back to school and obtain your GED. Let's look at your evaluation. How far do you think you have come towards achievement?
Um, on the graph that we just did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm enrolled in classes now. I start my first semester in the spring. I'm focused and motivated, and my family is behind me.
Okay, that's good. Since you have had tremendous progress, what kinds of activities do you think might help you to continue your progress you made so far?
Um, I really would like to attend college. I know it'll be a lot of hard work, but I believe anything is possible.
Now that we're concluding our time, I do want feedback from our session.
Okay.
I would appreciate if you would tell me about those things I did that were particularly helpful to you during our work together, and you can also tell me about things I did that were not so helpful.
Well, I don't think you've done anything that wasn't helpful. Everything that you have given me resource-wise, I feel like has been very helpful, especially with me, for one, setting up my savings account and keeping that certain amount of money in there.
Okay.
Because like I said, it really helps a lot. Like I'm able to have that money left over, and this has been a big help, like drastically. So
that's good to hear.
With my education, this GED thing, it is overwhelming, but I'm determined to get through it. I feel like you've helped me with that and the tutor and everything that I've gotten. It's just, I feel like I've been making great progress so far with all of those things.
Okay, great feedback. Thank you. Okay. We've reviewed our work together and our progress, but you haven't shared feelings about ending our relationship with one another.
Yeah, as I realized that our final meeting together, I'm touched by many things and I have emotions.
What emotions?
Like when I think about the fact that we will not meet anymore, I feel hopeful that I will continue to progress and do the things that I need to do, and I'm determined to do those things. So it's just kind of a good and a bad feeling because I like meeting with you. I've had great sessions with you, and you've gotten me to a great point in my life so far, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Now that we're concluding our work together, I feel a real sense of accomplishment. I have truthfully about our time together and have come to admire you and the way you're approaching life's challenges. I'm happy that you're moving forward, seeing and hearing many more of your accomplishments. I know that you are going to do great and bigger, better things with things. So,
Thank you.
thanks for the session.
Thank you.